Hi guys, today we're going to learn how to make this cute charm bracelet. It's made with beaded charms, and all of the supplies that you see here you can actually get from pandahall.com. They are today's video sponsor. Thank you, Panda Hall, for providing the materials for this project. You can find a link in the video description if you want to go and find these products for yourself so that you can make this same bracelet as well. Now to start out, you're going to need some chain. So I have this nice chunky chain here. I like this chain because it's very bold and I think it works really well for this project. And you want to measure a piece that will go around your wrist. So you'll open up a link and take off about that much chain, or however much you need to get around your own wrist. Remember that we will be adding on a little bit of extra at each end with the jump rings and the clasp. So make the chain just a little bit shorter than you want the finished length of your bracelet to be. Once you have cut this, you're going to go ahead and add the clasp. Now, there's a lot of different types of jewelry clasps out there. I used a lobster clasp for this project. You can use whatever kind you prefer. I just used one of these and then I attached it to my chain with some jump rings. And I really like this box of jump rings. It has all different sizes. So you'll find that you need different sizes to go through. Like these need a little bit larger jump rings to go through them just because the links are large. So you can use whichever size is appropriate to what you're doing at the time, which is great. I love having this many different sizes to choose from. And these are really cheap too. Very, very inexpensive. So this makes this very affordable to do these projects. All of these items were very, very reasonably priced. So once you've got your chain with the clasp on one end, and then I added, here's my clasp on this end, and then just a plain jump ring on the other end for the clasp to hook into. That'll be the base of your bracelet, and now we need to make all of these little charms. So to make a beaded charm, and you'll see there's two different sizes of beaded charms on here. I've alternated between these larger ones with the glass beads on them and then these smaller ones in between, and it gives it a very full look when you wear the bracelet. Now both types of the large and the small dangly charms here both start out the same. You're going to start out with an end pin, or this a head pin. This has got a little end on it here that's a little ball that will stop things from coming off the other end. And you want to make sure that you start out with beads that have a hole smaller than the end of your head pin. So you can see I slide this little seed bead on there and it stops when it gets to the end. And then I want to use, after that, some of these little black beads, but I wanted to cap them. So I've got these really cute little flowers that go on either end of the bead. So you'll put one on so that the curved side is facing up, and then one of these round black pearly beads, and then we'll cap the other end with another one of these flowers with the curve facing down. So both of the flowers curve around that round bead. Now to make the larger dangles, at this point after you get those beads on, you'll add one of these bigger glass beads. And then to make the short dangles, I did the same thing except I added another one of these seed beads. So you can see they're constructed pretty much the same, except that this one has a big glass bead and this one has another little seed bead. And then once you get all of your beads onto your pin, you're going to want some round tip jewelry pliers. And you're just going to wrap the end of the wire around the tip of the jewelry pliers and then wrap it back around itself a couple of times. And this will close off the top and will also make this handy little loop that you'll use it to attach it to your chain. If you have any excess wire, you can just use some side cutters to trim that off. And I'm going to tuck my end of my wire down here a little bit with just a little pinch. And then this is ready to put onto my bracelet. So once you've got, I went ahead and made up a whole bunch of these at once because I just found it easier to do sort of an assembly line of these. So once you've got your little charms made up, to attach them to the bracelet, you're simply going to take a jump ring, use one this size. I use the smallest jump ring I can get away with for this particular part of the project. Twist it to open it up. Feed your little dangle onto it. Feed it through one of the links of the chain here. And then close that back up. And you just keep on continuing like this all the way down the chain. I alternated. I did short and then a long and then a short one and then a long one. And you can see every other one is a different length here. And it kind of gives it some nice variety. You could also just do just the larger dangles, but I like the way that the small ones add a little bit of extra interest to it, and it looks really nice when you put it on your wrist. So thank you again to Panda Hall for providing all of these great supplies. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel while you are here because I've got a whole bunch more really great stuff from Panda Hall, and I have some more excellent jewelry projects coming up for you. And if you have any questions about this project or how it was made, please let me know in the comments. I would be more than happy to help you make your own. Thanks for stopping by and stay crafty.